So good morning to our lecturer, Dr. Tajuddin, and have a good day. Today we are going to present you one function of HRM, which is training and development. So firstly, I will introduce you our group mate, Norasida, Nur Zulaikha, Nur Natasyah Alieyah, Nur Farah Ain Natasha, and me myself, Azril Zikry bin Zawawi. Okay, let's go to the introduction. So, the performance of organization and work experience of individuals are essential for training and development. Training affects productivity in workplaces, health and safety, and personal growth. All companies employing employees must spend in the training and development of their personnel. Most companies understand this requirement and invest in training and development with time, money, and other resources. Such investment might involve employing specialist training and development staff and providing wages to train and develop staff. We strive to guarantee that our training result in a tangible corporate impact and return on the company's investment and a substantial shift in participant product. We encourage our customers to think about training and development in respect of a couple of processes that should keep a close watch on their corporate objectives and plans and adapt their training accordingly. Managers should be aware that training is enough to meet all of the strategic objectives of a firm. Furthermore, not all training programs are a strategic necessity for the firm, regardless of the amount of their participation by other companies. So, each strategy has 4 major phases, and decision makers need to grasp the objective of each step. The first step of the training and development strategy model involves assessing, designing, implementing, and evaluating it. So after this, Nur Zulaikha will explain you about the phase 1. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Natasyah Alieyah binti Suriansa. So today I would like to explain about strategic model of training and development for phase 1. Phase 1 is need assessment. There are 3 types of need assessment for training, which are organization analysis, task analysis, and person analysis. For the first analysis, it is organization. Organization is an examination of an organization environment, goals, strategies, performance, and resources as to determine what training it should do. Human resource personnel typically collect data such as information on the quality of a firm good or services, turnover, and number of accidents. There are other issues included in the organization analysis, which are technological change, innovation, globalization, quality and process improvement, mergers and acquisition, restructuring, economic issues, and public policy issues. Conducting an organization analysis also involves examining a firm resources, technological, financial, and human available to conduct the training. Next, task analysis. It is a process of determining a training program content by studying the tasks and duties the job involved. And lastly, person analysis. It is the process of determining the specific individual who need training in an organization. A person analysis helps organization avoid providing all employees training when some do not need it, and to help managers determine what prospective trainers are able to do currently so that the program can be designed to provide training that will benefit them. Performance appraisal information can be used to conduct a person analysis. That's all from me. I will pass up to the next presenter. Thank you.
Phase 2. Designing the training program. Experts consider that the design of training program, the first, which is the educational goals of training, should focus on at least 4 connected topics. Your learners will achieve the expected quantifiable result after completion of a course as a training goal or learning goal. They should describe the materials and the result learned by learners. They should also mention the result. Importantly, training goals and should be short, focused statements that describe the achievement of each course and how it contributes to the overarching training objective of the organization. Next, readiness of trainees and their motivation. The attitudes of reaction of apprentices to diversity training, diversity-related knowledge and abilities may impact the efficacy of the program before they take part in the program for diversity training. Apart from that, character of instructor. An excellent trainer must know the business in which he is training thoroughly. They should be knowledgeable in all elements of the market and in the principle and best practice of the industry. Trainers cannot condense things into educable and narrative knowledge bits unless they understand them. The provision of instruction is one of the most essential elements of a training program. Finally, the learning concept. The training curriculum has 9 concepts. First of all, there are individual variances. Each person is unique, and so the reaction to exercise is different from each other, according to the concept of individual differences. Each person should develop a unique training program. Second, active and repetitive practice. Active practice is essential because it enables learners to practice what they have learned. For instance, a trainee would learn how to operate a machine, and the teacher might test it in a safe and controlled setting. Third, it involves learning in its whole, which means breaching a talent in natural portion or segment by merging them into complete skills and practicing them individually until they are mastered, and then when an ability is fully trained, it is referred to as a whole. 4 is a learning experience. The most fundamental type of experimental learning may be characterized as learning. Experiential education is built on multidisciplinary and constructivist concept of learning. Employee learns from the usage of information to build skills or new ways of thinking instead of the sharing of knowledge. 5th is message, distribution, and ongoing learning. Mass practice can look beneficial and help a student to pass an exam, but it's not a good answer for a long time of period. Once the examination is over, the memorizing strategy is extremely likely to be lost. If you anticipate this content, for example, for your work to be used in the future, mass practice is not a feasible approach for studying. The study referred to as dispersed practice is the polar opposite to mass practice. Feedback and strengthening. 6. Feedback affects the propensity of repetition, whereas reinforcement has repercussion on a tendency to repetition. External input is almost generally considered external. However, internal or external strengthening may be possible. 7 is presentation, meaningfulness. A lecture is a means for a speaker to provide an audience with knowledge. The presentation is typically demonstrations, introduction, talks or lectures aimed at enlightening, convincing, inspiring, motivating, creating, or giving a new concept or product. Last but not least, modeling. Modeling includes representing anything and anything, typically to a reduced extent that represent different things. Lastly, goal setting. You may track your progress while training by setting your goals. Individuals learn at varying times, which may lead to a blunder, slowing down production when a person is assigned to work without proper training or trust in some of her skill. Target provide trainee learners something to aspire towards. Employees want to perform the recognition and develop naturally. Workers may measure and acknowledge their progress when they meet their goals during the training progress.
Hi, my name is Norasida binti Roslan, and now let me present you the third phase in training and development. In this phase, we will talk about the implementations of method and its outcomes. When the person chooses training method, it depends on what they are aiming to learn at a particular time, for example, attitude, knowledge, and skill. But even so, the level of effectiveness could be different for different types of learners. In here, there are 12 types of method as stated on the slide, and we can see in the graph that each method will bring different outcomes, whereby internship method have resulted the best among the 12 types of methods, as it managed to teach all 3 learning outcomes evenly at the same times compared to the rest. But we also need to bear in mind that some delivery methods, although it teaches a lot, it could also be a little time consuming, and some might teach a few things but only take a few hours to get done. For example, the most time consuming training delivery methods is the one that is constructed in classroom instructions like, followed by online training with no instructor, blended learning, and virtual classes. And the least time consuming delivery methods is a training through social media and mobile devices. To conclude, it is really not necessary to choose method that can teach all at a time. It is more necessary to choose the right method which can give the exact learning outcomes that we are aiming for. We also need to remember that choosing a method can be more than one, and in different situations may only be able to use a few types of methods. Therefore, in order for us to make our training more valuable, we must pick the most suitable methods for us.
Assalamualaikum, I am Nur Zulaikha binti Saideh. I'm going to explain the additional training and development programs. There are 6 types of additional training and development program. First of all, orientation and onboarding. It is a formal process to make the new employees get used with the organization, their jobs, and their work units. While onboarding is a process of systematically socializing new employees to help them get along with an organization. The programs help the employees to get to know about their conditions of employment, pay, benefits, and other areas. Normally, new employees are at a high risk of quitting because they are going through culture shock. In order to avoid that, some companies make videos and podcasts to the new employees, which helps them develop an early understanding of the organization. Next, basic skills training to make the employees be a full-blown educational industry. It is very important to have basic skills, especially in reading, writing, and computing include speaking, listening, problem solving, working in teams, and leading other people. So this training will produce better employees so that they can handle their work efficiently and effectively. In addition, team training helps them attain their strategic and operational goals. It focuses on team roles, group dynamics, and problem-solving skills to function effectively as a team. It improves employees' strategic leadership and creativity, among the other things. Furthermore, cross-training where the employees learn how to do different jobs within an organization as well as their own. Employees will have an incentive to learn because their wages is increasing as they manage to master more skills. It motivates the employees to work harder and build an entire product with a better quality. Workers who are responsible for the areas that expose them to ethical lapses are likely need special training such as ethics training. With this effort, the organization can improve their ethics on their works and reduce the number of scandals or fraud. Last but not least, diversity and inclusion training. It increases the awareness of the varied demographics of the workforce, challenges of affirmative action, dynamics of stereotyping, challenging values of the workforce, and potential competitive payoffs from bringing different people together for a common purpose. The employees will be more aware and they can prevent discrimination, harassment, and associated lawsuits. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Farah Ain Natasha binti Nicolas. So today I'm going to present about evaluating the training program. Training evaluation is known as the systematic process to determine whether training programs and initiatives are efficient and effective. Next is the training evaluation process can be divided by 4 steps. First step is reaction. This is an assess how the learner responded to the training. This is commonly measured with the use of a survey form given to the participant to complete after the training program. Next is learning is what the participant learned during the training. At this level, short tests and testing are used to measure changes in knowledge and skills of the participant. Third is comportment. This is evaluate participant behavioral changes as a result of a training. This is measured by workplace observation before and after training. Last but not least is outcomes. This is the last step to measure and assess the result of the training programs against the expectation of the organization or stakeholder. It examines whether training participants have achieved their learning goals. The measurement of productivity, morality, quality sales and efficiency, and customer satisfaction will be some metrical or factor of organizations. The effectiveness of training can be evaluated on several criteria, which is participant, how it can positively affect organizational performance, Training assessment provides extensive feedback on the value and efficiency of training programs in achieving business objectives. It helps the management understand better and identify gaps in skill in order to analyze the desired result of training programs. It also helps the organization identify issues, improve the overall training process, analyze the efficiency of training material and other instruments, identify the leadership skills needed to solve critical problems, encourage ongoing changes in career development, and assess participant overall training experience. Lastly training assessment is an important process for the determination of the effectiveness of training and for checking whether training programs really help employees to do well. Training assessment can also be integrated into the learning management system. That's all. Thank you.